The Dallas Mavericks are getting set to take on the LA Clippers in Game 2 tonight of the best of 7 series. Dallas is down 0-1 in the series. Let's break down Game 1 and preview Game 2 right here on the Dallas Mavericks Update. Yep. Thank you so much for joining us here on the Dallas Mavericks Update, brought to you by DopeContent.com.
Yeah.
This is the Dope Sports Podcast, also brought to you by DopeContent.com.
Yeah.
And I am your host, Kevin K. Lou Lewis here. We're going to make this real short and sweet, quick video. I don't know if you could tell by my background. It's kind of depressing back here, but we are moving. I know y'all probably if you watch my streams, you're probably used to seeing like pictures and all types of stuff behind me, but yeah, it's gone. It's a depressing wall right now. It's a depressing, it's a depressing garage studio because everything is pretty much gone except my computer and cameras. Like everything else is gone, man. So, but it is what it is. Last week here in the studio garage before we move, so I'm gonna try to get what I can out while I can. So Dallas Mavericks take on the LA Clippers, Game 2 tonight in LA. I personally hate them playing LA and the Stars playing Vegas in the playoffs, considering that I have to get up at 5 a.m. So these late games are not it for me, but it is what it is. Let's recap Game 1. LA Clippers take out the Mavericks 109-97. LA dominated the game from pretty much opening tip to the end of the game, right? Kyrie Irving, 31 points, 10 of 18 shooting on 39 minutes. He had 7 rebounds and 4 assists as well. Luka Doncic gave you 33 points on 11 of 26 shooting in 42 minutes. He had 13 rebounds and 6 assists. After that, nobody else gave you nothing on the offensive side. The only person that got double digits outside of Kyrie and Luka was P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington gave you 11 points in 37 minutes on 4 of 10 shooting, 2 of 7 from three-point line, 7 rebounds, 0 assists.
God damn.
That's it. Nobody else gave you nothing. Gafford gave you 3 points. This was his worst game as a Maverick. Gave you 3 points. Kleber gave you 3 points. He looks like he don't want to shoot the ball at all. He gave you 3 points. Tim Hardaway Jr. gave you 6 points. Let's see. Josh Green only played 9 minutes, but he gave you 4 points. Lively gave you 3 points. Exum gave you 3 points. That's it. No role players stepped up at all. And P.J. Washington was a guy, if you remember my last Maverick video, P.J. Washington is a guy that I said they need him to break out this series because the focus is going to be on Luka. It's going to be on Kyrie. So P.J. Washington, this is his chance for him to break out. And this was before I found out Kawhi was hurt. But they're really focusing on Luka and Kyrie, and it was just a whole bunch of standing around. P.J. Washington did the exact thing that I did not want to see him do, and that was stand in the corner and wait for threes. Wait to catch the ball and shoot threes. I've already said on multiple videos, I don't think that's his game. I don't want to see him stand in the corner shoot threes. I want to see PJ attacking the rim. So hopefully Jason Kidd makes that adjustment tonight and we see PJ attacking the rim. I don't want to see him just standing there catching shooting threes. That's not his game. It hasn't worked since he's been here. And it didn't work for Porzingis when Porzingis had to do it in 2020 and 2021. So you just can't do that. Now, I don't know if that's a Luka thing. I don't know if that's a coach thing. But P.J. Washington needs to get the ball. They need to let him attack the rim, let him drive to the goal, draw some fouls. And then every now and then, you stand out there at the three-point line waiting for that catch-and-shoot moment, right? That's just me. That's just me. Let's get into the Clippers. 22 points for Paul George on 8 of 20 shooting, 38 minutes. He had 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Zubac, this is the guy that was a shocker to me. I didn't expect Zubac to do what he did. 20 points, 15 rebounds, and majority of that was in the first half. I believe all 20 points was in the first half, if I remember correctly. And he had 20 and 10 going to halftime, if I remember correctly, right? That matchup right there kind of surprised me. I wasn't expecting Gafford to look as bad as he did on the defensive end with Zubac. I didn't expect that at all. And if it happens again tonight, you might have to go ahead and bench Gafford and start Derek Lively, who came in and he was the Energizer Bunny on the defensive end for the Mavericks in game 1. But I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all from Zubac. I expected him to, maybe get like 10 or 12 points, maybe about 6 or 7 rebounds. But to have 20 or 10 at halftime, I didn't expect that at all. So we need Gafford to step it up on the defensive end. Terrence Mann, 13 points in 39 minutes. He shot 4 of 8. James Harden, he looked like it was still the regular season. James Harden right here. If James Harden is going to shoot like it's the regular season, then, we might need to go ahead and pack it on in, right? But James Harden, I still think playoff James is going to show up eventually. James Harden, 28 points, 6 of 11 shooting from the three-point line, 8 of 17 total, 8 assists. And then Russell Westbrook is doing typical Russell Westbrook things off the bench. 13 points, 4 assists, 4 rebounds on 5 of 8 shooting. Mavericks, let's see what they did at the free throw line, because it felt like they missed a lot at the free throw line, and they probably didn't miss that much at all. Let's see if we can get these stats up here. Free throw line, it was 25 of 33, so 75.8%. It really felt like they missed way more free throws than that. Maybe because the game was a blowout and you just looking for every point, but it felt like they missed way more free throws than that. So, Clippers take game 1 without Kawhi Leonard. No Kawhi Leonard. And I'm not panicking yet. This is not a panic game. People have to remember the starting lineup for the Mavericks, especially Kyrie and Luka, up until Sunday, they didn't play a real game, for 9 days? Because even that game against Detroit that I was in, and then right after that, the Thunder, nobody played the last 2 games of the season. Once they got their 50 wins, they set everybody. So it's been almost 2 weeks, since these guys actually played together. So I'm gonna look at that game as a rust game. Hey, get your feet wet again. Get back in rhythm that you was in before you set everybody for a week and a half, right? And if you look at the second half, they outscored the Clippers in the second half. Third quarter, Kyrie just went crazy. I would like to see Kyrie get the ball more. If Kyrie is in that zone, I don't need them taking turns with him and Luka. I need to just see Kyrie attacking more. If Kyrie is hot, give Kyrie the ball more. If Luka is hot, give Luka the ball until he's not hot anymore. That's what I think should happen. PJ Washington, like I said, and I expect to see this tonight. I expect to see PJ Washington attacking the rim more. Because when you got Paul George, and even when Kawhi comes back, but you got Paul George, you got James Harden, and you got Russell Westbrook, they all focusing on Luka and Kyrie, that leaves you open, PJ. This is your time to step up and be that third man. Tim Hardaway, he only shot the ball, I believe, twice. Let's see what Tim Hardaway, how many times did he shoot the ball? People were trying to clown him on social media. Oh, he shot the ball 5 times. He went 2 of 5. Tim is just a liability on defense, right? And in this type of series, you're going to need more defense than somebody that's out there that's going to shoot 2 of 5 and don't play defense, right? I would like to see more Josh Green, which I think we will see more Josh Green tonight. Josh Green came in, and he was an energy boost to the team. Exum, we didn't see much of Exum. How many minutes did Exum play? Exum didn't seem like he played a lot. Exum played 16 minutes. So him and Tim Hardaway actually played the same amount of minutes, which is crazy. And Gafford only played 14. That's your starting center playing 14. He got into foul trouble early. Hopefully that, he gets himself together with that. But I expect the Mavs to be, they looked a little shell-shocked first game. They looked rusty first game, in the first half. Second half, they picked it up, but it was too late, right? I think the Mavs come out and take game 2. They done got hit in the mouth. They don't like it. I think they're going to come out, and I think they're going to take game 2. That's just my opinion, honestly, and I still have the Mavs winning this in 6 games, this series. PJ Washington, I expect PJ Washington to have no less than 15 points tonight. I expect Kyrie and Luka to do typical Kyrie and Luka things. I think Luka is going to go off tonight. you know how Luka is after a loss in the playoffs. Luka, and then especially against the Clippers, Luka's gonna do his thing. I'm not worried about him. Can Kyrie stay hot? I think so. I hope so, but I think so, right? And I think Tim Hardaway gets involved more. I think Josh Green gets involved. And I think Gafford has a better game. You can't have a worse game than what you had in game 1, right?
Bruh.
So I think Gafford has a better game. I think Lively has a better game. Even though he was very good on defense. You know, his offensive numbers don't show up on the stat lines, but defensive wise, Derek Lively was very good. The defense played well in the second half, right? They forced a lot of turnovers. I believe the Clippers had 17 turnovers total. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Let's see how many turnovers they had. Clippers had 12 turnovers. So defense did good. The Mavs only turned the ball over 8 times. The Clippers turned it over 12 times. So defense stepped it up, and part of that was Josh Green being on the floor. You took Tim Hardaway off the floor. You took Gafford off the floor. You put Lively in. And then you kept P.J. Washington. P.J. Washington, even though he's struggling on offense, he's a great defender. And I love the attitude that he had, by the way. Like, hey, man, yeah, you're not going to push me around and all that. Like, P.J. Washington was with the smoke with everybody. Paul George want to push folks around. All right, P.J., I'm going to push you around. Russell Westbrook talking noise, trying to push folks around. I'm going to throw your shot into the stands. So I like that energy P.J. Washington came with. I just need to see him attacking the rim more on the offensive side, right? That's all. And I think they will do it tonight. I think Jason Kidd makes the adjustments. I've been giving him credit, you know, at the end of the season. It's kind of been up and down with me and Jason Kidd this season. Like, first, I was like, hey, man, I was telling fans, you can't fire a coach that just went to the Western Conference Finals 2 years ago. And then by mid-season, I was like, I'm running out of patience with Jason Kidd, right? And then at the end of the season, I was telling folks we owe Jason Kidd an apology. So I'm on my positive Jason Kidd moment right now, and I'm gonna stick with that, you know, until he does something dumb. I don't like the fact that he didn't take that challenge when James Harden kicked his leg out and got them 3 free throws. I didn't like that at all. So stuff like that, you know. I just need them to do better. They all seem shell-shocked like they ain't been there before. I know they missed the year last year, and a lot of these players haven't been in the playoffs like that. And they're young and all that, but you still got a lot of people that got experience, right? Even Luka. Luka is young, but Luka's been to the Western Conference Finals. Luka's been in the playoffs majority of his career, right? So I expect the Mavs to win tonight. I expect the Clippers to come out hot, you know, in the first quarter, but the Mavs keep them close. And then by the time the second half get here, the Mavs just wear them down. That's what I expect to happen tonight. Leave your predictions in the comment section. I still have the Mavs in 6 right now. I still have them in 6. Game 1 didn't change anything for me at all, especially considering that the team hasn't played. Like, they had a week and a half off of real competition. So I'm not worried about game 1. I still got the Mavs in 6. The Mavs will win game 2. And if they don't, now we got to start questioning some things if they don't win game 2, right? But, yeah, I'm not worried about it. Mavs fans, you shouldn't be worried. You shouldn't be worried. And like I said, I'm going to keep this short and sweet, so I appreciate you guys joining. Let's see, under 15 minutes. That's how I want to do it. Thank y'all for joining. Make sure you stay up to date with everything, man. Dopecontent.com, dope content on social media. My name on Facebook is K-Lou. On Instagram and Twitter is Kev Lewis Jr. You can find me there. So, yeah, just stay up to date, man. Again, I haven't been streaming because we've been moving. Like, you probably can't see it because I got the camera facing more of the garage. But when I tell you all my pictures and everything is gone out of here right now. Bruh. Everything is gone. The only thing that's still in here is this table behind me with my iMac, this chair, because we're going to move that when we actually move out. And then these lights, my TV monitors and computer monitor. That's it. Everything else gone. Drums gone, carpet gone. We pulled all that up. Everything that made this my home studio is gone. So I'm gonna miss it. But you know, once we set up in a new place, we go set up a studio there and all that, or we go, you know how we do. We go keep it moving. So the streams will be coming back. I'll be back on Twitch soon and all that. So I still got a Dallas Wings video that I need to do about the draft picks that they did. So stay tuned for that. Hopefully we get that done before Caitlin Clark comes to town, and they take on Indiana Fever for the first and only preseason game. So stay tuned, man. Thank you for joining. DopeContent.com. Follow us on all social media. Follow us on Twitch if you got it. And yeah, man, just keep rocking with us. We got some things coming up. The Connected Network channel, Roku, Apple TV, and Fire Stick. Connected TV Network. Download that. Dope Content is on your TV as well. But much love to y'all. And until next time, y'all be safe. I'm out.